Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man. It's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales. Dirty discussions with Kiki and Medina Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called I'm Naughty, but My Booty Nice. So the ingredients you need is some rye whiskey, bourbon, or vodka, orange juice, ginger syrup, cranberry juice, club soda ice, orange slices, and fresh cranberries to garnish. So in a cocktail shaker filled with ice, add your liquor choice. I would probably do a tequila, orange juice, ginger syrup, and your cranberry juice. Shake well to combine. Divide evenly between 2 glasses and add extra ice if needed. Top with club soda. Garnish with an orange wedge and your fresh cranberries. That is a I'm naughty, but my booty nice.
Now, girl, how you gonna tell the people rye whiskey, bourbon, or vodka and say I would probably do tequila?
I'm sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
But you know what? There's this hotel in Houston that I love. It's called the C. Baldwin. Mm-hmm. They have this drink called the Jessica Rabbit. They put ginger syrup in there.
I don't think I've ever had ginger syrup.
Besides that drink, no. And they have a dark cherry molasses and tequila, ginger syrup, and that might be it. Or maybe there's like a club soda or something in there. I don't know. It's so good. It's got the little spice of the ginger and the richness of the cherries. And I drink 3, and then I'm ready to show them that my booty nice. You know?
Your booty is nice.
Thank you, girl. I would show y'all, but I'll save that for the gram.
Welcome back to Cocktails, you guys.
We're having more bourbon because it's holiday season.
And you know what? Dark liquor does seem to be like the more holiday drink choice.
Yeah, like bourbon, whiskey, rye, spiced rum. Y'all, my grandma got drunk when we were in California off of this drink called hot butter rum. Please leave a comment, send a message if you've ever had it. Have you had it?
I've never had it.
I think you would like it.
Really?
Yeah. It's got...
Your granny was drinking it?
So she was really stressed. You know, the whole wedding debacle was like a lot. And that's really a holiday drink. But my aunt was like, well, I've got this drink that you might like, and you mix it with hot water and spiced rum. We drink it around the holidays. It's really not appropriate for right now, but it's cool outside, so I'll make it for you. I think you'll like it. So she's like, okay, because my grandma really don't drink no more.
I was about to say, like...
She doesn't drink. She be asking for Moscato sometimes because she just want a little sweet wine just to feel like the old days. And I'll buy her non-alcoholic beer.
That's cute. There's a non-alcoholic wine that looks like actual wine for pregnant ladies. It's really cute.
Well, I'll keep that to myself. Anyway, she was drinking that. She started throwing that ass in a circle.
Granny?
Yes, but not like bent over twerking, but we were like upstairs at their house, and the way it's set up, it's like a U-shaped thing. You look over the rails, you can see downstairs, or you can see on the other side of the house. So my cousins are on the other side showing us their outfits for the wedding. Me and my grandma are on the other side. She grabs the rail and she just starts throwing it around and throwing it around. She's like, let me see how y'all gonna dance at the wedding. And so my uncle is like, I told you there's no dancing. Can y'all believe my other uncle had a wedding, no dancing at the wedding?
Wait, why? Are they Jehovah's Witness?
No. Well... He used to be Baptist, but they Catholic now.
But why no dancing? Is that like against a religious rule?
No.
What's going on?
He probably can't dance. I don't know. But it reminded me of Footloose.
Footloose, footloose. I kick off your Sunday shoes.
Yeah, there was none of that. But they did have an open bar, so I know somebody was in there dancing. Because if it was me, I would have hit a little two-step.
I'm dancing at the wedding.
I might not throw that ass back.
Yeah,
but I did do that at a wedding one time.
I love
that
dancing
ass, bitch. That's my favorite song right now.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
I love dancing at weddings, family reunions. My family reunion is going to be next. Are we going into 2022? I begin the years confused. 2022,
They're all the same.
My family reunion. The planning is going wonderfully.
What season do y'all have? Are y'all having it?
It'll be July.
Okay, that's
July.
a good time.
I got the save the dates sent out.
Ooh.
It's exciting. It's cool. Like someone's doing the family tree, and I decided to be involved with.
Is this the first one
in a very long time? And
like
so
how long?
I don't know. Since my mom was like, younger, like before it's been a very long time since the family from my mom's side has had a family reunion. I'm about to meet so many family members that I didn't know that I had.
That's exciting.
The cool thing is I came up with this little tagline. My mom's maiden name is Far, and it's the far side. So it's been far too long.
Oh, that's
Isn't that cute? I'm so excited. We're doing it like how they used to do the old school picnic at the park that they used to have it at when they were kids. It's going to be incredible. I love being able to connect with family members that you didn't even know you had. I found out that I had some cousins in Atlanta from Pittsburgh, and shout out to Emerald. Her name is Emerald, and she be hitting me up. I ran into her at the club, and I was like, "You my cousin?" She was like, "Yeah." We had met Mother's Day weekend. It's just really dope. I'm really excited about this family
meeting
reunion.
family too. Y'all know I keep a new relative on Instagram or my email because I'm on Ancestry. Somebody, I think she might listen to the show. I don't know. And I felt bad because I feel like she probably thought I was brushing her off, but really I was like, girl, I'm sorry, I cannot help. Like, we don't know this man. But her husband was looking for his real daddy, and the mama never told him, and she's passed now. And me and my grandma popped up on her Ancestry DNA matches, and she was just hoping
but you don't know her.
Yeah, and she sent me a picture, and she's like, "Can you ask your grandma?" My grandma's like, "I don't know this man," and nobody knows, and I just hate that I can't help her. But I am just maxed out on all my genealogy projects right now. I can't accept any new clients until August of 2022 because I've got too many mysteries to solve.
I feel you. Yeah. You guys, thank you to our patrons. We appreciate y'all. If you would like to support CockTales in a financial way, make sure you join the Patreon community. It's a community. It is, and
it's how I keep my nails fly.
Oh,
that's my nail budget.
Come on, dang, and your nails is expensive.
This is the new set, but I'm gonna get some more on Monday.
Very cute.
Thank you.
Very cute. These are mine.
Okay, au natural.
Yeah,
All right.
I call it the natural. Sometimes you can see the dirt under them. I might get my nails done for Christmas though. I'm thinking about
you need something festive.
And I might go to your girl because if I'm gonna get them done, I'm like, okay, get them done, bitch. Like I might get some long, nice nails.
She's not as expensive as the girl I used to go to.
Okay, because I just cannot.
And you don't even have to do long nails. She does real nails.
Okay,
I just don't give a fuck about
if
real
nails. If I get them done
good
for Christmas,
nail beds.
Yeah,
I don't. Look how short that is. A little nub.
You used to bite your nails?
No, that's just how my nails are. They've always been short. Like only this one is long. And this one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do not that long, but kind of long for Christmas. Because I kind of just want to be like
I have been looking for nail inspo. If y'all see some cute nails that you want me to try out, send them to me. Because I think next week I want a little sweater weather theme. I want it to look like sweater material. Ooh. Like the cabling. And then for Christmas, I want it to be like red with some ornaments or something.
With the sweater?
Yeah, like you know how the
be
texture
careful when you wipe your booty. Because could you imagine if you got
it's
some
not going to
dookie?
be a sweater.
Oh, okay.
It's just going to look like the texture of that. Like it'll be raised up a little bit. She's done a similar thing for me before when I had like a crocodile print.
Wow.
She's very talented.
Wow.
I could never do that, but...
I wanted to give a quick mention about Paradise and Vibe, you guys. Hey, listen, if you're trying to work on...
What is this voice? Are you talking to this is an adult trip. This is not for the kids.
This is an adult trip.
Doesn't this sound like come around, boys and girls? It's time for story time.
Okay, seriously, this is an adult trip. If you guys are interested in taking a trip, meeting new people, working on setting intentions, working on guided meditations, manifesting, you want to get into yoga or you're already in yoga, it's a co-ed trip. Men, I can't say this enough. Where the niggas at? We want men to join on this trip. If you are someone who's interested in wellness.
Is this a sex trip?
No, it can be. No, I'm just playing.
Because then I might sign up.
It's what you make it. We're going to Morocco. The food is good. Fashion is amazing. We're going to be riding camels. The excursions that they have planned are incredible. I will be hosting the welcome dinner, the farewell dinner, which is alwaysbomb.com, some different workshops. You guys, it's an amazing trip. I've met a lot of cocktail listeners from going to Paradise and Vibe, and it's super dope. Make sure you guys sign up, paradiseandvibe.com. They do have payment plans. So I would love to meet you. Remember, it's co-ed. It's co-ed. It's co-ed.
Speaking of meeting listeners, I forgot to say, when I was in Dallas, I went one night to this hookah bar that I like. It's called Zatar.
By yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because my friends are old now, and they have husbands and children, and they go to bed and have responsibilities, or they're awake but they can't bring their babies to the hookah bar. That would not be good parenting.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I went by myself. I've been doing that a lot lately. Anywho, I met
need to
some
do
listeners.
that.
Yeah, like I'll just go and I'm like, it's just chill. It was very cold. I forget how in Dallas, like it has to be outdoors for you to smoke hookah. So it's like they have their patio and they can enclose the patio, but they still have to keep the windows cracked. So then they had the heaters in there. And I was like, it's cold. Can I sit right by the heater?
Yeah.
I was roasting my thigh like a turkey. But anyway, I met some listeners there, and I was a little bit drunk. So I hope that I was nice to you, the ladies that I met. But thank you so much. I love it when the people come up, and I keep saying that.
I love it when the people come up. I can't say it enough. I hate when somebody sends me a DM like, "Oh my God, I just saw you, and I didn't want to bother." Bitch, if you don't come up and bother me,
Let me tell you, I don't know if I told y'all this already, but when I was in Houston, I was actually in Katy, Texas. But
Drake always talks about Katie.
Okay. Anyway, so I had gone to the pumpkin patch with my friends who got the kids, and I was like, well, Auntie Diva can still come. I don't want y'all to feel like you can't call me to come hang out. Like, I'll just be there. Don't know what I'm doing. I'll take the pictures because you're going to want your mommy and me pictures. Anyway, so they go to the bathroom, and they leave one of the babies at the table with me. I don't have a problem with that. That girl just don't like me.
Which one?
The baby.
Oh.
She's not feeling me. She's very unimpressed with everybody. So anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm like really trying to impress this girl who's not even 2. Like she's talking, but like not
When
that much.
babies give you the serious, like it's really embarrassing, especially
She's
when you're like,
looking
"Hey,
like-
baby," and they're just like, "Bitch, your breath stinks." Get
She's
out of my
looking at
face.
me like, if y'all know who Kavia James is, that's Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's baby. That's how she be looking at me. Just like, get out of my face. So anyway, they were gone for like a really long time. And I was like, man, I hope they come back because like she's not fucking with me. So this girl comes over and she's like, hey, Kiki, I listened to the show. I wanted you to have your privacy. I don't want to interrupt. And I was like, I don't need no privacy. Please come talk to me because she's not fucking with me. But anyway, I didn't say that part, but she came over and said that. And so she walked away. I said, see, I'm kind of cool, right?
And she probably was just looking at you like, "Bitch,
She
shut
was like,
up."
get over yourself is the look she gave me. But anyway, I like it.
I will never forget when Jay-Z did an interview and he was talking about how he was taking Blue to school one day.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
he had just got something about a Grammy or some type of
It
award.
was like he was getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, Rock
and
Hall of
he
Fame.
like told Blue and she was like, "And? Like, Dad, you're bringing my cleats for soccer? Like,
Okay.
fuck you, nigga.
Did you get my braid appointment?
One
the lady
thing
gonna
about
be at the
kids
house?
is they will bring you right back down to reality. Like, you thought you was somebody. Nigga, give me my food.
But I'm just gonna keep working on her. Eventually, she did give me a half a smile on FaceTime the other day.
That's cute. Very cute.
But I was like, I think she'll be like Phoenix because Phoenix was not fucking with me. But that's my dog.
Oh,
now.
Zadie was not fucking with me. She just started fucking with me. And I was so concerned. I was like, is it because I'm black? Like, I didn't know because her mama white. So I was like, is it weird when she's seeing a black woman? I asked my brother. He was like, no, I don't think so. Because my brother, he's rather dark. She used to be scared of my braids. Now she's good. They say that babies are, the age that she's at now, she can now really see. So I think the braids were really scaring her. But I had her last week and she was really laughing. She laid with me. So now she likes me. And I'm like, okay, girl.
Because Phoenix used to be like, leave me alone. Where my daddy? Leave me alone. And then she would cry.
Babies can really embarrass you. It's rude.
It is.
You guys, I wanted to just give a quick mention about advertising on the show. If you have a small business, if you got a large business, your baby daddy got a business and he don't got no customers and you want to try to expand it for him. You guys, we offer advertising on the show. Send us an email, cocktails.atl@gmail.com if you're interested in advertising whatever you got, baby. Baby boy. Bring that ass here, boy.
And if it's your music, don't ask us for an interview. Just
If it's your music, don't do that, you guys. We are not. What you think
can't do
you're going to...
that.
Yeah, like every time somebody is like, I got a mixtape dropping, I would love to get my interview. Why? I always say this. Are you a sex
sucking
worker?
dick? That's what I'm gonna start asking the nigga. Are you sucking dick? Do you want to talk about it?
Do you
have a Pornhub?
Do you get
page?
pegged? You want to talk about your butthole? Like, what are you, sir? I don't. Keep that mixtape to yourself.
Yes, please.
Have you been watching Insecure?
Of course.
I gotta catch up, but I just.
It's only been like 2-3 episodes.
I know. I gotta catch up. I like to.
Did you watch any of it?
I watched the first one and the
Okay.
second one. I haven't watched the
Lawrence episode.
I haven't. And I just get off of Twitter and my group chats when people start talking about
Oh
it.
yeah, you have to do that.
I think Lawrence is so fine.
You haven't in one of my group chats. We got until like 12 noon on Monday, and then after that, just ignore the group chat for the rest of the day.
Oh, y'all not playing. That's rude.
Yeah. But it's a lot of us in that particular group chat. So it's like, okay, the show came out Saturday. What the fuck y'all doing?
I don't understand why this is the last season. It's not fair. I don't want her to end
an interview.
it.
I think she should.
Why?
Because I want it to end on a high note. I don't want it to be one of those shows that goes on and on forever. But she also, and I think this is a really good point that people don't typically consider. She was saying how being a part of a TV show for so many years, especially like the main characters, that's like a major commitment. And she wants everybody to be able to grow and flourish. Like, she's acting on the show, but this is her shit. So it's like, yeah, they're on this show, but they might have to turn down other projects to do this show. And she wants everybody to just be great. So it's like, okay, I want to be great. I want y'all to be great. We're going to end it on a high note. I definitely think that anything, you should end it before it just goes to hell. And then it's just like, I don't even like this shit no more. And then the ratings drop and then you lose the money. Like, yeah, all that's bad.
Have you seen Dreamgirls?
The movie?
Yeah,
Duh.
You know the part when Jennifer Hudson is like, but what about what I want? What about me?
That's why she wasn't the lead singer, because she didn't have it in her.
Well, let me tell you something, though. She sang really good in real life. I feel like Beyonce kept hollering, trying to beat Jennifer, and it was like,
but
B,
sometimes,
calm down.
even in real life, because they're both singers in real life, some people got it, some people don't. You need the full package. You can't just be good at one thing.
What about what I want?
What about it? Do the people care? Because me and the label said, can you toot that ass up and shimmy, shimmy, shimmy to the side? How's that dress looking? What's that hair looking like? What are we doing here? We've got a product to sell. They don't want to listen to that. They can go down to the church on old Maybelline Road and listen to somebody who sounds just like that.
I feel like one day for bonus content, we should stand outside of a church and ask people sexual questions.
Bitch, I'm not going to hell with you.
You don't think that would be hilarious?
No. That is blasphemous. I can't believe you even said that shit to me. Oh my God.
I would love
you need to come to Natchez. I'm telling my granddaddy. And he's gonna call you probably at 5 a.m. He's gonna be like, now what is this damn show? And I'm just be like, I'm gonna just have to confess, because this girl is lost in the sauce.
Can we please do a live show in Natchez? And just see who comes. Why?
First of all,
that would be amazing. That would just be something that you just put in, people just Google like, oh, a cocktail show, and just show up. It would be at a very small venue. But I think it would be amazing.
Why?
Because think about the town that town probably doesn't get a lot of talent that comes through and does.
Do you think those people, I don't even know if those people are listening to podcasts, number one. Number two, where are we going to have it? At the Ben Johnson Auditorium? You don't even know what that is.
I don't.
You don't understand. I'll take you to Natchez one day.
I want to go to Natchez.
So you can see what it's like, so that you can understand why it's a hell to the no. We will not be doing a show there. If we do a show in Louisiana, it needs to be in New Orleans.
Okay.
Anywhere else would have to be, that's it. It's
Natchez, I see you.
Natchez has 16,000 people.
And I bet each and every one of them would be at the show.
I think the fuck not. They would not. They would not. First of all, it's a retirement town. It's just so many reasons why no. I saw this video and everybody kept sending it to me. So one of my homegirls, she kind of played me. She was like, nah, Kiki, I know you know this. And I was like, well, bitch, I don't like to ride dick. And I was not riding dick like that, to be honest. And she was saying something about hooking the feet. Did you see that thing? Did I send it to you?
With the auntie?
Yeah, and the auntie
bitch,
was like,
I can't wait till I get some new dick and I can try it on.
Let me tell you, I had got my good pillows. The memory foam was this real, like, sturdy. And I was like, all right, I'm about to practice.
Have you tried it on a man yet?
No.
Bro.
I ain't had sex in so long.
What is so long, Kiki?
Oh my God. Okay.
Because I'm
embarrassed to say,
you're saying so long. I haven't had sex since the beginning of October.
I have not had sex since October 31st. And what is this? December?
But today.
Well, today is actually November 11th. But still, it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so anyway, I want to try it. And I saw it and I was like, well, I've never done all that, because quite honestly, I don't like to ride dick. I be tired. And I'm just like, ooh, I gotta stop skipping leg day. And I gotta stop skipping cardio. And I gotta stop eating hot wings. All these things are working against me. And
I can't wait to try that move. As soon as I saw it, I was like,
you've never done it either.
Why have I never done this?
Like, this is something that's in beginner sex. And it's like, they did not have this in Cosmo.
I didn't see those posts. And when
Not the post, when I'm texting my friends, and I was like, I know you bitches ain't out here doing all of this. Because every time I try and give you a trick, you're acting like it's so astonishing. Well,
and they were saying they've done that?
Well, it's really just one person.
Okay, because I'm like...
She was talking to me about sucking dick, and I did the same thing. So I guess, like, I'm just better at sucking dick, and she's better at riding dick. But I was like, girl, I don't know, my thigh's strong enough for that, but we gonna see. And I want to slap him too, but I think I'm
it's been so long since I've had sex. I don't know what I'm good at
a man
anymore.
during sex.
I've never done it. I've been too scared, but I'm working on.
Too scared, but I'm gonna think about it and just see. I'm not gonna
slap that nigga in his face.
Well, that's what the lady did.
And you know what's crazy? When a nigga wants to slap you in his face, he's just gonna do it.
Yeah. Because I've been slapped before, and I was like, hold on.
Me too. I was like, do I need to call the Lifetime channel to let them know they need to make a movie about this? This is abuse.
It was given made.
You have to slap and grab.
No. Don't do that shit to me.
I kind of like it, but it was
slap my
weird.
ass, but don't slap my face. My face? Oh, no. It's making me have flashback to what's love got to do with it. And I'm not Tina, and you are not Ike.
Yeah,
okay?
don't be.
I'm not eating the cake.
I can't believe that Ike was really beating up on Tina Turner.
I can.
That is really crazy. Like to know, and she was still going and performing shows.
Do you know it was just, especially during that time, it was so common
to be getting your ass beat.
Yes, and even so many women would be like, you need to straighten your wife out. You need to straighten. Like, it was just a lot more acceptable. Even, like, emotional abuse, and I noticed this in Maid, people downplay it so much. But it's like, no, you need to leave. Like, just because you got a man, that's not always okay. And that's what that crazy-ass mama kept saying.
Could you imagine if you went to sleep tonight and you woke up and you were back in that time frame, but you still were from this period, and you woke up and, like, there was a man, he like, you better get up in here for griddle his eggs, bitch. And you, like, and
he was talking to me like he was Rick James?
Yeah, and he really had a wife beater on, and it was hot, and you were sweating, and you had a little, like scarf on your head, and he was like, you better...
I would be clicking those heels. I wish I was home. I wish I was home.
No, and he was like, get in here, and there's kids crawling on your titties trying to get milk. I just would not be strong enough. Like, I would be like... So,
I'm glad I was born when I was born, because I'm not strong enough for none of that shit, because I'm barely making it here.
They would kill me. My husband would kill me, because I would be like, what are you talking about? Like, why can't we both cook together?
I'm going to be like Tessa Thompson trying to pass. I got to get to the other side.
You might pass in the winter.
If she could, I could.
You're right, because that bitch had a Jay-Z nose. I was like, y'all not wondering what is going on here? But yeah,
and the other one, I guess she said I'm Jewish.
She's like, I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah, I'm watching it tonight on the plane. Let's discuss next
time. Like, that's interesting. Yeah, I would not have made it. I would not have survived. Shout out to the people
I wouldn't have made it out of slavery either.
Oh, bitch, they would have been done. The first raping, I would have been like, we're not doing this, Mr. Sir.
And you would have been dead.
He would have beat me. And I'd have been in there trying to read with the children. And I would have been like, why do I gotta be out here?
I had no eyes. And read with the children? You think you could read?
Well, I'd be trying to learn. Like, they would have beat the mess out of my ass. Like, the way my attitude is set up, who are you talking to? They'd be like, could you imagine waking up in slavery times, but you were from this period and God was just like, let me show you what it was like?
When I used to watch Underground, I used to have this dream and I kept having this choice. Am I going to be a hoe?
Or a slave?
Well, I was going to be a slave either way. There was no option because I wasn't running through the woods. I was too scared. So it's just like, are you going to be just complacent or are you going to have an attitude? And I decided I wouldn't be who I am today. I would be complacent because I would be so scared of getting beat all the time. I would just beat up. So God knew better.
Could you imagine if I woke up in slave times and they're like, here's some chitlins. And I'm like, I don't eat pork. And they would be like,
you eat what we give you, bitch.
I'd be like, sir,
they might have called you a witch, a nigger bitch. That's what they would have called you.
Listen here, nigga. I'd be like, who are y'all talking to? Like, that would really be crazy.
That's what that movie was supposed to give with Janelle Monáe. That shit is horrible. Do not get that movie. I still want my friends $20.
Janelle Monáe cannot act.
It wasn't even just her acting. It was everything about the movie. It was like she's in a dream sequence and it's slavery times, but bitches got butterfly tattoos, and then they're really in Louisiana somewhere, and it's just like a plantation, and they have just kidnapped all these black people. It was giving Jordan Peele and Tyler Perry had a baby.
Oh, that's not a cute baby.
Yeah, so if you was thinking about watching it, if you saw it on your recommendations, save your $20.
I appreciate film and people, directors and actors and people that can create really great films, whether it's a TV show, people that can really create you can feel it and you just feel all the emotions in it. But when the shit be corny, you really be like,
and it's a lot of work.
how did y'all do this?
Yeah, I tried to do
Somebody funded
screenwriting
this?
class was it last year? I don't know what year. It was right before COVID.
I
and
remember
it
when
ended.
you did that.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it, but I was like, this is a lot of fucking work. So when somebody puts together something beautiful, I really appreciate it. And I'll let it play again while I sleep because I don't know how the streams
You
work,
have
but
to
I hope
come
you
to
get
my
it.
brother's next showcase for his acting school. The actors are, but a lot of them are incredible. There are some standout actors in his class. And the next one, they do it every 8 weeks. You have to come to the next one. It's incredible. And he was like, for the next one, he might do like a musical in the beginning. I said, Malik, can you please just let me do, please? Please.
You want to be in it?
Yeah, I was like, please, can I not even audition? He was like, okay, Medina. I was like, okay, thank you. Even if I just get to say, like a musical is my dream. I wish life was a musical. Could you imagine you go to Starbucks?
That shit would piss me the fuck off.
I would fucking love it.
Everybody walking. I hate musicals. I'm not going to that one. Holla at me in 16 weeks.
Forgive me because I don't remember the name of this musical, but it's called The Heights. There's the guy that
my head hurts right now thinking about musicals.
The guy that did the not for Hamilton, he created one for black and brown people. It's called The Heights, and it's about living in New York, and it's Spanish people and black people, and it is so fucking dope. I think it's on HBO or Netflix or something. It's called The Heights, y'all. I love it. It's a musical, but they're rapping and stuff and singing, and like, it's just so amazing. Like, I told my family for Christmas, like, if we could just like go one place to the grocery store and we all just sing what we want, and let's just see what the people do.
Why don't y'all go Christmas caroling?
Well, because that's a little iffy, because if we go knock on people's doors and like somebody accidentally gets shot, I would be so sad.
Just only go to the houses with ring alarms.
I think we should just do it at the store. Like, we just go to a restaurant or a grocery store and we're just like, I would like to get a cheeseburger with no cheese and an extra pickle. Imagine.
I would be like, oh, hell no. We gotta go. Let's go somewhere else. I don't know what the fuck is going on in here. And we would all be like, yeah,
we'd all
fuck
be
that.
happy.
I don't know about that.
Okay, you guys, we have sponsors, and that is great. We want to make sure you guys know about Taste. They have a whole new Instagram handle. It is Taste Vita Inc. TASTEVITA Inc. INC. So make sure you guys follow them. Make sure if you're ordering any of their products, you use our code CockTales10. Get a little discount.
Yeah, and make sure that you also check out their Instagram, click the link to go to their website, sign up for their newsletter so that you don't miss any of the upcoming specials, like discount kind of specials, or any new releases. And then also
they have a 12 days of Tastemas. Oh, that's so cute.
Tastemas deals. So they're going to be doing a lot of stuff. So no, it hasn't started yet. So go ahead and sign up. You have time to sign up. Make sure that you're paying attention to the emails. Click the little star, and so that you know. And then subscribe to our Instagram. Hopefully they'll be sponsoring again.
Yeah.
So we'll post it too. So you'll have your extra reminder.
Yes. Yeah. I love Taste. I'd be taking my vitamins religiously, even though I don't have no dick.
You know what else I take?
What?
I take my Dame toys on the road with me. They are constantly in my carry-ons. I charge them up before I go, and I throw them in the little cute bag that comes in, along with the charging cable, because, you know, you can just plug it right into the wall or take out your iPhone, because who's calling you anyway? Probably nobody. So just plug up your shit in there and charge it up, and you can have a good night.
Yeah, I always pack up my Dame numbing serum.
What you numbing?
My booty hole, bitch.
Well, you know, if you're into that sort of thing, they have that. If not, if you're a classic girl like me, they have regular lube. They also have some calming, cooling lube, because sometimes you might have beat it up too much yesterday, and today you need something a little
And
smoother.
if you don't know what you need, they also have a test on their website.
Yeah,
that you can take the quiz and kind of figure out what you're doing. I know I'm in a group chat. This is a new group chat.
Who in the group chat?
I met these girls from Paradise and Vibe.
Okay.
And so we have a group chat, and some of the girls were saying how they never have used toys before. And I was like, What? I sent
Bitch,
the
I got
link.
12 in my closet that you could just
Bro.
have just to introduce you.
I said go to dameproducts.com, use code CockTales, and get a discount. This is not like just, sex toys are not just now like I just want to play. If you're an adult woman and
whether you're single or not,
you need to know
Men
your
too.
body, know how to make yourself. You need to always have a toy or 5.
yeah, you need a variety because sometimes like my favorite, just like I got favorite niggas, I got favorite toys.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just like, okay, I got to spice this shit up.
Spice
I'm
it
just
up.
going to let you charge and I'm going to go on over to this other one. They have this one that will hug your pussy lips and vibrate on your clit.
You're
Doesn't
missing
that
out, you
sound
guys.
tasty? Delicious?
And also, if you already have toys, I keep saying this, it's gift giving season. Get your girl that got a hairy pussy and she not fucking nobody, get her a toy.
Or if she doesn't, you know, like you've been feeling like she don't want to fuck you no more. She doesn't do all this. Maybe you're gone a lot. You're getting on her nerves. Give her that. That's the gift that's going to keep on giving. And then she'll be like, my man bought me this. He really loves me. And I love him too. And then she's going to be feeling thankful. She's going to be nice. She might even cook you something.
She might do that. Y'all go to dameproducts.com, use code CockTales for a discount.
Yes. And then lastly, let us just remind you, Talkspace.
Christmas is coming up, y'all, and financial distress is on a rise.
And my deadline is coming up. And from an hour ago, I have no progress. So I'll be talking to my therapist on Talkspace. Now, she did already tell me, like, bitch, why? Well, she didn't call me a bitch. She's very respectful. But why are you on this deadline? What's going on? Why are you feeling this way? And maybe I'll tell y'all about it on Patreon. Maybe I won't. But basically, she's just been helping me with this. And she's also been helping me with learning how to communicate my positive feelings. Like, I don't always have to lash out about things I dislike. I can also say, hey, I really like this. And it doesn't have to be weird. And I don't have to like stress about it because I'm an overthinker.
Using Talkspace has helped me work on communicating. Like, we all think that we're great communicators until something goes wrong. And then all of a sudden, we've all seen that meme where it's like, we're all adults until it's time to apologize to somebody, till it's time to admit you were wrong. And that's what I love about having that in your pocket 24/7 therapist. Like, it can be like, while I'm dealing with something right now, I don't want to have to wait until I'm going into an office next month. I can hop on Talkspace.com and talk to my therapist. And it just helps you learn how to communicate better. And right now in the world that we're living in, communication is really key for relationships, friendship, or romantic. You want to make sure that you're always working on bettering your communication. And that's also a gift that can be given. If you know somebody that's been dealing with a lot, maybe they can't afford therapy, even though Talkspace is affordable.
It is.
And we're giving you $100 off. Use code CockTales. This is a gift that you could also give somebody. I know that I would love it if someone gifted me therapy. I wouldn't be offended by that. I would be like, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because it is a bill and it cuts into my nails and hair budget. I've been working on my budgeting spreadsheets. So yeah, but it is affordable and it's so convenient because you don't have to go anywhere. And if you have a busy life like I do where you're constantly on a plane going somewhere or you forget things, which is another issue that I'm working on. Hey, you're in the car, that's fine.
That's
FaceTime.
fine. You're sitting on the toilet and you pregnant and you don't know who the daddy is and you looking at the test and you're like, God damn, you could call, Talkspace.
Yeah, they'll work with you on that.
They'll help you out.
And then, yep. So go to Talkspace.com/CockTales. Use code CockTales at CockTales for $100 off your first month of therapy. All right. And on that note, we will move on to weird sex.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
One of the girls that the girls like, I don't know. Did you listen to Summer Walker?
I listened. Oh, I wish I would have put that on the notes. Can we talk about it real quick?
Yeah, okay. It's weird sex, but we got to talk about Summer Walker real quick.
Okay.
We forgot.
Here's the deal. In our group chat, one of the girls was like, how are we feeling about the Summer Walker album? And I am going to say this. I listened to it, and this is what I think she is talented. And I do.
Absolutely.
She is. She can
She
sing.
needs London on the track. I'm sorry.
Oh, you really said that.
I think she does. I'm sorry. She doesn't need him, but she needs somebody else. I don't know who produces shit, and it's not horrible, and I wonder this. Maybe you know.
Well, she listened to Cardi B, who said, put all your business out there, bitch.
That's fine.
It is fine, but I feel like it ain't, though. Like, I feel like she should have,
she does. She's like 23. You know that's what they do.
True, but I like that she did hold that nigga's mom accountable. Here, let me just get this out. What I didn't like about it, I get she's young. I am not anymore, and it lowered my vibrations. I have to be in that mood to listen to that shit. She had me mad at niggas that I'm not even mad at that. I don't even have nobody. I was in the shower crying. Like, I just don't even know what. I just don't like. It's very sad. I feel bad for her.
Well, I thought that was her point. My issue was something totally different. I thought the whole thing sounded the fucking same. And I didn't realize the songs was changing. And I was like, God damn, this is a long-ass song. This feels like a Prince album. It's a song 8 minutes, and it's like, oh, bitch, you done went to tracks 2 through 6. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'm not really paying attention. I wasn't even on the phone. And so I was like, well, maybe this is one of those albums where she wants it to flow like that. Mm-hmm. But, like, it wasn't giving Lemonade, so I know my opinion is probably unpopular, but I was just not really feeling it. I did not like that everything sounded the same. I don't mind the sad music because I kind of like to do that.
I just don't like when it's all sad. I
like it.
I can't do it. It lowers.
I can't listen to it all the time, but I like it because sometimes it's like I don't get mad at niggas that I don't even need to be mad about, but it will help me think about like what I'm actually sad about that I've been holding in because I'll bottle things up. So I don't mind listening to stuff like that. It just wasn't giving what I wanted to give. And last thing, Sierra's prayer was a bunch of bullshit. It was a very generic prayer that all the saints been praying for 30 years.
Did you see the meme that said, so God heard Sierra and not the slaves?
Okay, and that's how I was feeling. Because he heard her say, this is not what she said. And he heard her say that and sent her Russell Wilson. But I've been praying since forever.
What if Sierra really don't even love Russell Wilson?
Well, that ain't none of my business. He still sent her somebody, and where the fuck is my king? Okay?
Where is my king? Like, am I not deserving?
Maybe we
because
not.
Here's the thing, everybody is not gonna find their king. It sounds great to act like we all.
Everybody's always like, "Oh, there's somebody for everybody."
But
well,
there's really not.
That nigga out. Or I might ignore him at the gas station.
Did he die? I asked my mom the other day. Do you think my love could have died? Did I pass him up because he was short? And if that's the case, that's very realistic.
Woo! It's over for me then. But I don't think God would do me like that. I'm like, we've been here for a long time. I took my communion.
That nigga better not have did me like that. That's not fair.
I got baptized in a real river. He didn't
in a real river?
Cane River in Natchitoches.
That's why I think we need to do a live show in Natchitoches.
There is nowhere to do a live show.
There is a where. There is a where.
You don't. Can
where
you
there's
spell
a where,
it? Can you spell it?
Way.
Well, you can spell it. We can do a live show. You don't even know how to spell it.
Natchitoches?
Yeah. Take a guess.
Can I come back to this?
No. Okay. So anyway, okay. For real, we're sex right now. Why are the words so big, Medina? Can you see? God damn.
Oh, mine aren't that big. Look at mine. I wish they was that big.
Oh, because I'm like, why is this shit so damn big? Okay, so anyway, am I on the right one? It's another person abusing animals. PETA, don't come for me. I just wanted to raise awareness that niggas are out here fucking animals.
This is horrible.
All right, 19-year-old Sean Johnson, I'm calling you out. Well, this isn't a real animal, actually, now that I remember. He allegedly took a stuffed toy horse. This is some Walmart shit. Was this in Florida? Let me skip ahead. I can't tell, but we just gonna say it's in Florida, in the sticks. Okay. 19-year-old Sean Johnson allegedly took a stuffed toy horse from a shelf in a Brooksville Walmart department store. Y'all giving Walmart a lot, but I guess it is. And made his way to the bedding area. No, he did not. Is it right?
Brooksville is in Florida.
It is. I knew that shit. I knew it. I'm telling y'all. Okay. He took it to the bedding area where he used the animal to masturbate. The incident, which was watched by employees on CCTV, showed the young man. I know
Is that right?
I know. It's like, what about my hair? Fuck this toy animal. What about my hair?
I'm natural and nappy already, so I'm good.
I'm about to miss this flight. All right. So, anyway, the incident, which was watched by employees on CCTV, showed the young man complete the act before leaving the horse in a bag on a bed and quickly exiting the building. According to the smoking gun, the police report filed said that Johnson had selected a brown, tan, and red stuffed horse from the clearance shelf in the garden department. First of all, why y'all got stuffed animals in the garden department? That's the real question, but okay. He then pulled out his genitals, i.e. his dick, which was in an aroused state. It was hard and standing up, saluting to the people, and proceeded to hump the stuffed animal until he achieved an orgasm. What? He nutted on these people's shit. They wanted to water the plants, not...
I would be so mad.
Johnson was arrested shortly after the event and in a written statement admitted that he had committed a horrible act. I did unmentionables to a stuffed animal. He wrote, I need to think before what I do. I need to think before what I do.
You need
Sound
to.
like Florida. I'm extremely sorry. I need to think before what I... Like, that just ain't right. Anyway, that's all he had to say for himself. And
Did he go to jail?
he got arrested. I don't know if he had to stay up in there. This wasn't a real animal, so he might have been... It might have been like a misdemeanor. He just spent a couple nights there.
I just really...
Like
when
public
people
indecency.
get horny out in public, I don't understand why you can't just wait till you get home. I mean...
Go to the bathroom like I do.
Yeah, or just wait till you get home like I do. There have been times when I do just randomly get... When you're about... And I feel like most women can understand this. When you're about 7 days before you're about to start your period, the amount of hornballness that is in your body is fucking insane. Like, you
It's
just...
ridiculous.
Anything can happen and you're like, God damn. Like, if the right nigga just... Even the wrong nigga, if he just walked up, I might fuck him. Like,
It's your lucky
you
day.
just be horny. Pussy be juicy. Everything. Nature is doing what it's supposed to do. Nature is naturing. You be horny, but not ever would I be in Walmart, first of all, or Whole Foods and get some type of stuffed animal and fuck it. Because I'm just that horny. My nigga.
In the garden department of
Could you
all places.
imagine getting locked up and everyone's going around like, what'd you get locked up for? You're like, oh, I hit a lick. Oh, I got da. And you're like, they're like, what you do? And you're like, I was fucking
I was fucking My Little Pony over there by the bed sheets.
In Walmart.
100 thread count.
My nigga. Like, you're getting...
This nigga with a mullet caught me. My bad. Like, this just all is giving
It's
ghetto.
goofy. Like, what are we doing?
I need to be scamming for like... I need to be scamming with private jets and shit if I'm getting caught for doing some shit. Let me go out fabulous.
Yeah. Speaking of people in jail,
Who's in jail?
Alonzo called me again, but this time now he smuggled a phone into prison, and he called me from an actual cell phone, and I picked it up.
That's what they do, girl.
And I was so excited. I love when
That
like
means he got a little change. So he doing all right. That
he
should be
is
good.
that's what that means. But like he just, nah. I was like, hello.
Or is he getting fucked to use
he
the
not
phone?
getting fucked. No, he not.
How
He's
you know?
Because he's a killer. Like, he's not getting... I just know he's not getting fucked.
Did you watch that show? What was that show I just watched? I don't know. It'll
He's
come
not
back
getting
to
fucked.
me.
That nigga called. I was like, how are you calling me like this? He was like, oh, I got a cell phone. Don't ask
At
no
least
more.
he didn't lie to you and tell you he was in Puerto Rico like my African
I know
scammer
that I
did.
get on his nerves, though, because I keep asking him questions. He's like, stop asking questions. I'm like, you know what type of person
Why
I
are you
am.
talking to him about that? Don't answer the phone.
I didn't know it was him. I thought it was a voiceover opportunity. That's really what I thought. I was like, yes.
But when it said you're reaching...
No, he got a
call
cell
from the-
phone.
Oh, yeah.
So
forgot.
I was like, dang, I told him, I was like, I don't think you should call me no more because I don't know what we're going to do. Like, he's so fine, though. And that AMG is still just sitting in the parking lot. I really want to drive
They're
it.
not going to tow that shit?
He has a parking pass.
Interesting. Well, did you ask him what keys at?
That's what I think next time he calls me, I'm going to be like, the car needs
You
to be...
told him don't call you, but you need to ask him... Because it's probably not even in his name. You might be good.
Yeah, and I'm going to be like, it needs to be started up.
What kind of car is it, though?
An AMG?
But that's not a type of car. That's
a
like...
Benz?
Okay,
It
but
says
like,
AMG
okay,
and there's
but
a
like
Benz
AMG
symbol.
Is
You
like,
know I don't fucking know, Kiki.
I know, but I want you to describe. Is it like a car? Is it a truck? Because AMG is
It's like a little truck.
Okay.
It's like it's not a...
Like that's like a souped up Benz, so it's got like a stronger engine. It goes faster. It's nicer. It's more expensive.
Oh.
So like you could have like a coupe. You could have any car, but then if it's the AMG, it's more expensive.
Oh.
So you could have like a C something, but it's regular, or you could have an AMG one, and then it's not cheap.
Oh, so his is not. It's not a car. It's like a truck, but it's not a G-Wagon.
They
It's
got
like
a
a
truck.
SUV looking situation.
Okay, but does it look like a mom SUV or is it like man SUV?
Man SUV.
Okay, so
It's
okay.
really cute.
Okay.
Cute might not be the best way to describe it, but all
I know
I
what you
can hear
mean.
is Drake saying, "I'm outside, right outside."
I know that's where you got it from. That's why you thought it was just a car.
'Cause, I didn't know what an AMG
I know.
was.
I had
was
to let you
like-
know, girl, so you know for the future. Yeah.
So we do have some topics here. I feel like we did an
we?
extended catch up. We don't really have time to cover all of the topics.
All right. Then we've done our work for next week.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah. Okay, but we can talk about some of it.
So, relationships take a lot of work, you guys. And the older I get, I wish that I knew this when I was younger. I really think that like the things that they teach you in school, they don't need to be teaching us. When are we ever going to use algebra? We need to learn about how to communicate, relationships, safe sex. There are just other important things that I feel like we should be taught. Taxes, how to save money. Anyways, relationships take a lot of work. And one of the hardest parts about that work is communicating. It's hard. I feel like a lot of people in my adult life, people think that they are good communicators. And then when you have a communication issue that arises, you're like, we actually all don't know how to communicate. People hold on to things until they are ready to talk about it. And now the situation has like brewed and people assume and people, it's really interesting when you look at how people communicate and why we can't just say, hey, this bothered me. How can we fix it? We don't do that. We let things brew. We talk to other people about the situation and don't talk to who we have the problem with. And then it makes the issue like explode. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I was talking to a friend recently and he was like, you can always talk to me, but I was like, I really can't because when I did try to do the adult thing and not talk to everybody about our issue and talk to you, you took it the wrong way. And not that I didn't think that what I had to say would offend you because it would, but it wasn't my intention. It's like you're doing something that is bothering me. I know that there's no way for me to say this to you without it coming off hurtful. And I tried to approach it with as much caution as possible, but that's what happened. And then we ain't talked for a long time. It's hard. And I'm not, I'm good at communicating certain things, but like feelings, no. I suck.
And those are the things about relationships. It's funny because my brother, I wish we could have had him as a guest on this episode. He does a really good job at talking about stuff like this. So like he's like, you always talk about how you want a relationship. He's like, relationship is mostly work. That's how the successful relationships make it. It's work. And a lot of people.
Well, I want a fairy tale. Fuck the relationship. Ain't nobody trying to do all that.
Because Cinderella ain't have no issues or work.
Okay.
Well, she was scrubbing
all she
floors.
had to do was sneak out the house, and we know how to do that.
And all Ariel had to do was sell her legs, her voice, for some legs. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, Ariel maybe did.
All Sleeping Beauty had to do was wake up. That nigga kissed her, and that was it. Now that's the shit I'm talking about. Come
Pocahontas
kiss me.
had to put in some work. That bitch was running for all her life. She had to fight.
Pocahontas left Coco, who was fine as fuck.
He was fine as fuck.
Let him get killed for John Smith, who was
his
a pedophile.
white ass.
Well, I don't care about the whiteness. He was a pedophile because that man was grown and she was a teenager. And they had her
Ariel
looking all
was a
grown.
teenager too. Ariel was 16.
Ooh,
Prince Eric was a grown
and
ass
you love
man.
you some Disney. See, no. Anyway, the
point is, you guys,
Communication is hard.
relationships, communication is hard work. Even the best of the best, like, I know how to communicate. Bitch, no, you don't. Shut up and listen. So I looked up some of the things that they said about how to communicate. And one of the things the first thing was,
what?
Let others talk. And that is a really good point because how many times have you been talking to somebody, they start telling you their side of something, you're like, but that's not what I meant, and you're already trying to chime in and give your side of it. I feel like we don't know.
That happened to me on my breakfast date.
This has happened to me so many times, and not even just romantic relationships. It can just be friendships, and you're just ready to defend yourself, and it's like, bitch, can you just listen? I feel like we have come a long way in doing this. Kiki and I do weekly meetings, and it's great for the business, but it's also great just for our relationship. Mm-hmm. Do we need to talk about anything? How do we feel? Are we good? Are we happy? Those are the types of conversations that I also think you should have with people that you're dating, because maybe someone doesn't know how to initiate I have a problem with you. So maybe if you just
that shit's
check in.
annoying, to be honest. So, it's not always gonna be a pleasant situation. I'll just say what it is. Now, I am a person who likes for somebody else to initiate feelings, talks, because I'm so fucking dramatic, right? Especially like good feelings. That's what I've been having lately. So I can't even really talk about the negative stuff because I don't know that girl. She don't live here no more. I just be thinking about the happy feelings, and it's like, I know I sound like batshit crazy, but sometimes it's like, I need you to talk about the happy stuff so I can bring it up so I don't be sounding too crazy. You ever feel like that?
What
with
you
the
mean?
good stuff? Like, you really just feel good about something and you want to talk about it, but it's like, okay, well, bitch, calm down. Like, is the other person going to be like, calm down, or you're doing too much?
No,
but
I can actually say I don't be feeling like that.
I do.
The happy vibes.
Sadly, and this is just who I am, sadly, it's so much easier for me to complain, which is something I'm working on. So much easier for me to voice a complaint because I feel like it's so much more concrete. Like, I can be like, okay, I don't like when you do XYZ. It's still hard. I'm not good at it. By no means am I saying I'm good. But it's easier for me to say that than to just have this open-ended happiness. I don't know why it's that way. I'm gonna add that to my therapy list.
I feel like it's like that for a lot of people, though. If you look at sometimes when you even just congregate, whether it's we're about to be around the holidays, family can get together. But did you hear about Shirley? And it's gonna be something bad about Shirley. No one's gonna get together and talk about. Well, it's like, well, y'all, can we talk about like what do you have going on that's great?
You know what I think it is sometimes too. When you're used to that first thing happening, when you have something good happening, it's like, I feel so good about this. I want to be so protective of this. I don't even want to share it because if I do and somebody sours this moment or pokes holes in something, I'm going to be feeling down and I'm really feeling good about this. So I don't want to share. Sometimes it's like when I don't share stuff, it's not because I don't want to share, because sometimes I do want to share it. Then other times it's just like I'm a little bit afraid because it's like, well, I'm feeling really good about this. I don't want nothing to pop this bubble. I just want to enjoy my bubble. And I just won't share.
And
when I decide I'm not sharing, baby, it's tight lips. I have loose lips, but I have them tight sometimes, believe it or not.
I think that let others talk is a very important one, especially when it's an issue. And if it's something good. Because there's also things where it's like somebody sharing you some good news and then somebody busts in like,
okay, so
well, I just bought a house. And it's like, but bitch, we wasn't talking about you.
Okay, but like, do you ever feel like you do have good news and you want to share it and then you get nervous to share it? When there's no bad news being spread, it's just like, regular day.
It's not that here's my thing. I don't get nervous about sharing the good news. What I have learned about myself is I am not good with talking about myself a lot. If it has to do with like, a lot of people be like, bitch, what do you do? And it's like, I do voiceover and I book a lot of things in voiceover. I don't feel the need to talk about it just because I don't see why I would express all that. I make my money how I make my money and I enjoy it and it makes me happy. And kind of like how you said, like I don't not tell it because I think it's going to make anybody feel a certain way. I don't tell it because I don't like to expand on everything. Like even when you get around family and everyone's like, well, what are you doing now? I'll be like, I do voiceover.
I say I do a lot.
And the end, I don't ever feel the need to like, I just don't feel.
I think it also depends on the person.
And if I feel like the other person's engaging, then cool. But like if it's not, it's also like I sometimes think things can come off as bragging. And I personally, if other people do it, that's fine. I personally don't like it. I belittle a lot of the things that I do. And it's just, that's what comes natural to me. I don't know why.
But you know what feels good is when you do that and somebody else is listening and they're like, but no.
She's being humble. That does feel good. And you be like, I mean, I am because like that's just how I never want to come off as a bragger. We all know that one person where it's like, and we get it. I get it. Be happy for yourself. I would never stop a bragger and be like, bitch, shut up. I would never do that. Brag. If that's the type of person you are, brag.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop them, but sometimes I will admit some people get carried away.
Oh,
and I can see why, because it's like, okay, I'm not saying that you can never celebrate your accomplishments, never do anything. And I think that I've made some people feel that way before. It was unintentional because I really don't mind people talking about their stuff. Sometimes I don't understand, or I'm just trying to be quiet and not interject with a relatable story. Like we said in the beginning of communication, like I'm trying to be quiet. It's just hard. And I'm trying to watch my facial expressions, so I'm giving none. It just doesn't always translate well. But sometimes people get so carried away. It's like, God damn, bitch. Every day is not an infomercial.
Yeah.
Do you ever think to ask other people how their day is going without just calling and dumping all of your progress and problems
I have a
on
friend
somebody
like that.
Yeah, and it's like, okay. And I typically try to give people a little bit of time. You get 3 to 4 months with me. And the first 60 days, I probably won't say anything because I won't realize it. Then I realize it at the 60-day mark. And it's like, okay, I'll try and interject or try and do it in a nice way because I feel like typically people aren't doing that on purpose.
They're not.
Something
They don't
else
even...
is going on inside, and I'm trying to be gentle. I'm trying to be there and be a friend. But then after a while, it's like, well, goddamn, bitch. If I say something too much, you're going to be mad. If I don't say anything, you'll be mad. So I hate to avoid the confrontation sometimes, but sometimes it's just easier. It's just like, you know what?
Girl, fuck
we ain't gonna get well, it's not fuck you, but it's just like we're not gonna have no resolve. So like, why even go through all of that? I'm not trying to get stressed. Botox ain't expensive, but it ain't cheap neither.
It's not cheap,
and
it is expensive. It is expensive.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Hannah told me that she went to go get Botox.
Where? Not the place on
her face. She got it on her head.
Botox, it's like $9 a unit.
All I know is she spent like $900. God
damn, she Botoxed the whole fucking face. Let me tell you, I got Botox right here in between my eyebrows. It was $40 because I only needed 4 units. I don't know if it's because I didn't have that many wrinkles.
Where did you go?
It's a place in Buckhead called Ecobell. But it's always typically $9 to $12 a unit. It just depends on how much you need. That place is not.
Okay.
But it depends on how much wrinkles you have. So maybe I have
white
less
people
than
do
her.
have more.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. But it's like her whole face. Well, they did say if you went to get this part, it would be like $450.
I want to get some right
like
here.
100 and something.
Like on
and
my
your
forehead.
That's going to be under $200 for sure.
Okay.
Frown. You don't have that many. You really don't have wrinkles right there. They're just going to do it right here. And maybe a little right there.
But you said $40 and then you said
$40 right here. But first you said your forehead. I only got in between here.
Okay.
It's barely wrinkling.
Okay.
Yeah. The skin is tight.
Black don't crack. I don't really know. How much time do we have? Do we have 30 minutes or do we not?
Girl, it's over.
It's over. So, you guys, we are going to communicate with you on how we're going to...
I just realized it's 8 o'clock. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, y'all. We got carried away. But we'll continue the rest of this discussion about how to better communicate because it really is a good discussion. We have a lot of great key points to touch on. We'll continue it for the next episode. That's great. We're going to move on to Indecisive Diana. When we come back, we will give you one advice and one cocktail.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? What do you want?
Hey, ladies. I'm switching the date idea up a little bit this week. It's holiday season. People need help. What do you think about going somewhere and volunteering your time with your bae? Go to a soup kitchen. Help a child. Do something different than spending money on yourselves and help someone together. Maybe you'll learn something about each other. Bye.
All right. So now it's time for the advice. I'm glad this is short. This girl said, or somebody, I don't know if it's girl or guy. I be forgetting men really do listen to us.
They do, and I love it. I love y'all. Are you my
Nosy
husband?
tail selves. Okay, I just want to experiment. This is probably a woman. So I've been with my boyfriend half my life. God damn. Why? You love him. Okay, so I've been with my boyfriend for half my life, and he's the only man I have ever been with. I don't like the sex. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at you. But I knew it was coming because once you said half your life, I'm like, baby,
That
no.
had a negative connotation to it.
But no. Okay. I don't like the sex and I have never had an orgasm. Recently, I've become curious about what it would be like to have one. How old are you? I know what you're going to say. Try different things with him. I have. It don't work. I hate to be eaten out by him. It don't turn me on at all. No matter what position we try, I barely feel it. Yes, he's small. God damn. And no matter what he do, I don't get turned on. Normally, the men at my job I ignore, but this one man came in with Mandingo vibes. Ooh. I tried so hard to ignore him, but I could not resist for long. I recently started fucking with him on the side. It's a whole different experience when I'm with him. I normally don't like to be fingered or ate out, but when he do it, I'm doing all types of my own. Side note, I barely get wet with my boyfriend, but like a waterfall with this other dude. I don't want to be with a guy, just enjoy fucking him. I say this to ask, should I try to figure out how to work it out with my boyfriend or try experimenting a little more? Still have not had an orgasm, but I feel it will happen when we can stop doing quickies and take our time.
Girl, the relationship is over. Is he paying all the bills or something? Like, what is keeping you there? Like, this
That's
sounds
your
like
junior high sweetheart.
agony. Like, she said, I don't even like when he eats me out. It's time to go. The times that a nigga been eating me out and I'm rolling my eyes.
Usually the girls be like, well, he does this and he does this and he makes me feel this way and he's so special to me. I love him so much. Like, we're so connected on so many levels, but the sex is whack. You said this shit is whack. Mm-hmm. Leave him.
Leave him, girl. And this is one of those moments where you need to work on communicating. Like, it's not even about, like...
Or you can ghost his ass. Just move on.
Just move on and communicate that to him. It's a wrap. This is done. This is over with. Like, do y'all live together? Is he paying all the bills? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Girl, but it's over.
She got a job, though, so she'll be all right, hopefully. Because this man work with her. Now, don't be fucking him too much longer, though. Like, you got to get somebody else. But, like, I definitely think you should get out there and explore your options. And buy a toy from Dame Products.
Be happy. Your happiness is important, bitch.
Okay, so now it's time to move on to the CockTales.
If I want fuck, I'm gon' fuck 'em. But if he ain't got a buck, I won't cuff 'em. Spend 100 on me, it ain't nothing. Run a double D, so stuffin'. Back to the point. Is it some cash in this place? If it is, I probably see the stats in your face, turn around. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe, was a hoe, was a hoe.
Okay, so this one says, the subject line is Bae and his ethically non-monogamous dick. Hey, besties. All right, I'm going to get straight to it. Back in January, this guy slid in my DMs on Twitter after a conversation on the timeline about some thick models we're both attracted to. After a day or so of texting, he mentioned that he was in an ethically non-monogamous relationship. Originally, it wasn't for it because I had never knowingly slept with anyone who had a girlfriend before. Anyways, one night while I was at work, I'm an RN, he offered to send me some meat mail. And I was like, sure. See, I'm always up for a challenge, and this man sent me some of the biggest dick pics I have ever seen. Knowing that I have the option of fucking him, I started to entertain the thought of seeing him. A few weeks later, he flew out to Houston to hang out with some friends, but also to see me. We went out and got some sushi, and then we went back to his hotel so he could eat me. He was in a nice hotel in downtown Houston. We got to the hotel room and he pulls open the nightstand and there's a whole damn sex kit. It had a flogger, restraints, dildos, vibrators, and lube. I was like, holla. I was overwhelmed, but so excited at the same time. He told me to start taking off my clothes and I happily obliged. Then he sat in the chair, spread his legs, and told me to come suck his dick. After his dick got rock hard, he instructed me to go lay on the bed. Okay, now, on to the toys. First, he pulls out his flogger. He gave me 3 words, green, yellow, and red. Green to go harder, yellow to keep the pace, and red to hit me a little softer. Once I knew my safe words, he told me to lay on my back and gave me a blindfold. I have anxiety, so the blindfold definitely made me nervous as hell, but I knew I was in good hands because he was just so gentle and soft the entire time. So he put me in restraints, tying my wrist to my ankles, and then he started giving me some of the best head I've ever had from a man. Then, out of nowhere, he slides in a curved, ribbed glass dildo inside of my throbbing pussy and fucked me slowly and gently that I instantly started squirming and screaming. Y'all, I have never experienced anything like this before, and I consider myself pretty fucking nasty. So, while he's fucking me with his glass dildo, he starts flicking my clit with his tongue and thumb, and y'all, I squirted instantly. I think I probably came at least 5 or 6 times in one session alone, and he hadn't even slid his dick in yet. I was so wet and creamy that I just knew that sex was about to be fire as fuck. His dick was so big and curved that I literally lost my fucking mind. He went straight to my G-spot so effortlessly and held my hips while he deep stroked me. It felt like we were fucking for a lifetime. This man slapped me, sucked my toes, choked me, and spit in my mouth. All the shit I love to do. We changed positions a couple of times, playing with toys between rounds. I was so shook because that was our first time ever having sex, and I never even considered having sex with someone in an open relationship before. I definitely plan on seeing NYC Bay again and letting him slut me out for a second time. Oh, and he's single now, by the way, so I'm definitely letting loose the next go round. I hope y'all enjoyed my cocktail as much as I did, ladies. Love y'all. You know, I love that she shared that because I recently had someone slide in my DMs who is married, but they have an open relationship. I do need his wife to confirm it. I had told him that I wasn't interested, but I think I'm going to follow back up and say, hey, look, actually, I think I am interested. I think I was just thinking about it too hard. Like, dang, like, why I got to have somebody else's nigga? But it's like, but she wants somebody else to have you. I think I'm going to, he has vitiligo.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, but like I just wonder, like, is it
a lot?
It's a lot. It's like the model that has vitiligo, and she's like the only one that has it. I forget her name.
I know what you're talking about. I'm forgetting her name.
But he's cute, but it is a lot.
Okay, so where his white spots at? You think it's gonna be on his dick?
I only see it on his mouth. Like it's all right here and on his hands.
You think he's gonna have a pink dick? Is
I
that what
you're gonna have a pink? Which I ain't got no problem with it.
I was about to say, do you have a problem with
I don't think I have a problem with it. I just wanted y'all to know he had vitiligo. So if y'all see me out here with a vitiligo nigga, he also got a wife. I probably shouldn't have said that.
I was about to say, did you really want to say that shit?
Love you guys.
Yeah, so sign up for Patreon, patreon.com/cocktails. Email us your cocktails. Please email us more advice. We're running low. Is our advice trash?
Like,
We're trying to help
y'all. Get no advice?
Like, we can give y'all some ratchet advice and then go talk space and get the real shit. You know how I go. Anyway, follow us on Instagram at Cocktails Podcast. I'm at Kiki Said So.
I'm at Coffee Bean Dean.
And if you want to send us a Christmas gift, you can.
Yep.
We're gonna add it to our link tree. Just if you want to send us a little something, because you know I got a few things on there.
I do too. Thank you guys for listening.
Hey man, all right, bye you guys.
Bye. I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.